Welcome to the Awaken the Awesome podcast with your host, Olivier Day. This is Awaken the Awesome, a podcast where we acknowledge that we are all in this together. Through enlightening conversations and personal insights, we like to engage with individuals just like you who show us how they are bringing a little bit of awesomeness along their individual journeys. Our hope is to inspire you to always keep pushing and to stay awesome along the way.
You have my permission to believe in yourself and to allow yourself the audacity to believe and accept that the greatness within you is something that is very real, very tangible, and just waiting for you to seize it and manifest it. You have my permission to do away with the negative dialogue, to ignore or just mute the toxic and, albeit, let's just say, childish naysaying that you keep feeding yourself to slow you down. You have my permission to go out and, in the sense of not stealing from anyone, not doing harm to anyone or yourself, to go out and chase your dream, because it's not sitting around waiting for you. You have my permission to believe that you deserve better, however that manifests for you. You have my permission to accept that there is going to be work involved, because your dreams are going to demand more work out of you, not less. And anything that is worth having, as you know, I don't need to tell you this, is worth fighting for. You have my permission to do away with the unfortunate limiting relationships, content, books, shows, insert distraction here, that are slowing you down, weighing you down, and constituting a disservice to your growth and future greatness. You have my permission to celebrate yourself, to believe in yourself, to champion yourself, to sing your praises, to sing your daily wins. You have my permission to be your own champion, to be your own cheerleader, because you, along this path of awesomeness, understand that you have to be your first and foremost cheerleader, because along this road, your dream is yours, your own to have and to hold. Nobody is coming to celebrate it for you. Nobody is coming to manifest it for you. It's nice to have the support along the way, but the support comes after. The support comes once you've actually done shit. You can't ask for a celebration when you haven't done anything. You can't expect praises for doing the bare minimum. It's not how it works. You have my permission to be patient, because nothing is going to happen tomorrow, but something is surely going to happen once you decide. You have my permission to breathe. You have my permission to feel uncomfortable, to have doubt. Uncertainty, fear, self-doubt are part of the process. You have my permission to not have it all figured out, to question yourself, to think, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this is a bad idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. You have my permission to ask for help. You have my permission to rely on others, to seek knowledge, to seek guidance, to seek mentorship, to seek experience, to try stuff out. You have my permission to be foolish, to have fun along the process, to learn with every single decision, as long as it's your own, and as I mentioned, not causing harm to anyone or others. You have my permission to take risks, to have the audacity to jump, to leap, to try different ideas. Because something has been done the same way for over and over doesn't mean that you can't put your own spin on it. We're always learning. We're always evolving. You have my permission to be vulnerable. You have my permission to sometimes feel like you're out of breath, exhausted, confused, to want to take a load off. Because sometimes I can understand the greatness of the journey can be overwhelming. It can be disconcerting. Because sometimes you're looking around like, what the hell am I doing here? What is this? You have my permission to ask questions, to wonder, to dream, to imagine. Because the greater you open up your mind, the greater the glory that you can actually reveal. Because the greatness is only at the limits of your own imagination. This is not woo-woo. This is just, what are you willing to dream about? What are you willing to dare to envision for yourself and for those that you love and care for? You have my permission to want more for yourself. You have my permission to not limit yourself to the status quo. You have my permission to question the decisions that you've made thus far. And if after looking at yourself in the mirror, you realize that maybe, just maybe, the decisions that I made so far are not the best for me, and I'm not liking where I am right now. Well, guess what? You also have my permission to pivot, because there's no certainty in this life, and you're not cemented where you are. You have the opportunity to make different decisions. You have my permission to have the right conversations with the people that matter, whether it be your spouse or significant other, whether it be with yourself, whether it be with your family and loved ones. You have my permission to have those hard conversations, because first and foremost, you have to be truthful to yourself, not to anyone else, but to yourself. Because at the end of the day, wherever you go, there you are, because you're stuck with yourself all day. You might as well be truthful to yourself. You can lie to everyone else, but you can't lie to yourself. You have my permission to enjoy the process, to accept that this is going to take some time, but your happiness is yours to have and to hold. You have my permission to see the greater good that is coming down the pipeline of these many wonderful, objective, proactive decisions that I know you will take to reveal the next version of your best self, however that manifests for you. You have my permission to speak your truth with honesty, courage, decency. You have my permission to stay awesome.
This has been another episode of the Awaken the Awesome podcast. We always love to get your feedback, so please do drop us a line via Instagram, Facebook, or email. Our email address, awakentheawesome@gmail.com. Do visit our official website at awakentheawesome.ca, where you can find our entire back catalog of episodes and incredible guests. Also, if you haven't already, please hop on over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe, give us a rating, and leave us a review, as this helps us tremendously in growing this podcast and spreading the word to more awesome listeners like you. We always appreciate your support, and thank you for listening. Stay awesome.